Hope to see lots of you at the British Shooting Show, February 2023. And I do believe cutting edge scopes like this will be the hot ticket. In addition to a couple of others I could mention that I'm sure you'll know from playlists. I'm sure there's going to be queues forming for people to check out these scopes in person and then to hand over their hard-earned. This new breed of low-light, cutting-edge digital night vision scopes really are the mutt's nuts. Here's one of my local permissions, and I like doing zero checks here because, as you can see, I've got preliminary zero target, a big solid wooden backstop at about 13 meters, and then once I've got the zero nearly on, I move it out to 30 meters in front of those far bales. Oh, and incidentally, far left corner, just above the grain, I spotted one or two telltale signs of rats on the thermal spotter when I first opened the door. So, game on. I've come indoors in the barn with my FX Maverick Compact 177 FAC, but for the first time fitted with the HIKMICRO Alpex A50T day, dusk and night scope. So I'm just quickly getting this zeroed here because I did spot via the HIKMICRO Gryphon GH35L at least one rat in the crevice in the distance, so it's just a shame this wasn't zeroed yet. And there's a whole bunch of little sparrows and songbirds on the go as well. So I'll finish getting this rifle zeroed. The Gryphon GH35L, because it's got a laser rangefinder on it, I'm going to set that for meters and double check where my target is. Okay? And then tonight I'll be back out this permission and another one a mile away to hopefully get some of these rats and get you some night footage with the Alpex and its clip-on 850nm IR. And if I've got time, I'll also test it with some 940nm IR just to see how it fares with that. Okay? Okay. Press the record button. The first few times I got recording and failed. I think you have to switch the scope on and give it a few seconds. That took nearly 20 seconds until it would let me record. Until then I got recording and failed. A little bit lighter at the moment. There was a rain shower just then. That's interesting. I just zoomed in and out via the wheel on the Gryphon, and you can see a faint heat glow in the middle of the target where those pellets have all piled on top of each other. Not as much of a glow as you'd see if I'd been shooting into a sheet of MDF though. Okay, that's the rifle zeroed. There were one or two errant shots, so I definitely need to clean the barrel. I still haven't done that. So that was my zeroing on Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday afternoon, evening, I headed out to the GARC range to give it a try outdoors and ask a few friends' opinions. So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm hitting the targets. What's that for?
Excellent. This is the HIKMICRO Alpex day and night scope, but you're still in day mode. It's pretty vivid green on the grass, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it reminds you of a 1970s colour TV.
It's a little bit on the vivid side, isn't it? But pretty impressive for the for downrange, for the little amount of light that's down there.
Yeah, too easy. He's doing an impressive job of lighting up the darkness.
Excellent.
See the roots and foliage out there quite clearly.
Excellent. So, Ernie, what do you think of this scope then?
Yeah, I want one.
You like it, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just asked me, if you wanted to check if it was in daylight mode, didn't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, if you press the rear, you see on that button you press to start the recording, on the right hand side at the rear is the button, a long press just for a second or two, should pop it into night vision mode, and it'll be black and white, but it might need to refocus. it's still HD, so that's night vision mode, but you only really need night vision mode when it's pitch dark, because it's so good in the gloom.
Yes.
So you're liking it and you want one?
Yeah. Goes on my Christmas wish list.
Excellent. Comes with one of these that you clamp onto the tube.
Yeah.
It's got a quick release, so that's an IR touch, and rather than have a button, the front dial is the zoom for the lens, and the dial where your fingers are is the power. So you basically just rotate that and it comes on and then it goes brighter. But it's such a sensitive scope, it's only an LED touch because it doesn't need to be a laser.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want one, yeah?
Nice piece of kit. Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm amazed by the daylight mode under these circumstances.
Excellent. I'll include some of tonight's footage because I've got a second video to do.
Yeah.
It's something else, isn't it?
You're recording now, right?
Yeah.
Still recording. I think it would be good if you put in the video to see now
Yeah.
versus you can see through.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Ernie, what do you think of this scope then?
Yeah, I want one.
You like
nice.
it, yeah?
Yeah.
And that should pop it back into colour for daylight. Yep. If you have a look up the embankment up above the range, if you have a look high up, because Bri was saying that it was quite clear up there.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Amazing piece of kit.
Excellent. Thanks, Ernie.
From all the piece of kit you tested out, you gave me the opportunity to play with it.
Yeah.
This will be my number one.
Right. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Nice one. Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks, Ernie. Hi everyone. Okay, there's some pest control from here onwards. Please don't watch on if you don't like to see pest control. Thermal footage supplied by the HIKMICRO Gryphon GH35L, spliced in with footage from the HIKMICRO Alpex. I also try 2 different LED illuminators. Straight after the range on the way home, I stopped at one of my local permissions, cracked the door open, and oh look, there's some rats around. Here you can see in the top right corner, I've enabled the rangefinder, and I just double check the range of these 2 rats. From here on, I've really muted the sound right down, because literally the noise of the rain this night on the roof of the barn was absolutely deafening. I was missing my earplugs. I was zeroed at 30 metres, but this crevice here where the rats are running around is about 40 metres, so I think the first couple of shots I underestimated my holdover and fired slightly low. Got that one though. Another scan through the thermal, and there's the first rat I shot in the grain. The one I just shot lying against the back wall. Closer to my right, there's one of the air dryers that dries the grain. A little bit out of focus, and it's closer. Well, unusually with the Gryphon, it's clockwise twist of the objective lens to focus closer in. And there's a rat as well. But before I can turn the rifle to the right, this one needed a quick second shot. Here, during a lull in the rat activity, I switch off the Alpex's onboard LED IR, and I've got in my pocket a handheld Brinyte T28 Artemis LED torch. I start off with that on 940 nanometers, and the 940 nanometers is more covert because there's less of a lens glow for Pest to see. Then flick the lever over into the center for the brighter 850 nanometer IR, which is about 25% more effective with digital night vision devices. And then lastly, I pop it back over onto 940 nanometers to show you the difference. Another scan round with the thermal. I see the two deceased rats on the grain pile, another one on the floor, and then, oh, there's one on the right. I think I might have fluffed this shot and not being quite steady, and I might have missed it. But scanning around, and there's another one on the wall higher up, just seconds later. And I've definitely got this one.
Okay, no more activity for a little while. I'm hoping you can hear my voice okay. The rain was absolutely deafening, literally deafening on the roof of the barn for about 10-15 minutes. In the thermal, I can see 1, 2, 3 rat bodies, plus there's a bit of a glow here, just a sort of peripheral glow. I'm wondering if there's a couple of dead rats there. Hopefully there are, because I've shot several in that crevice. That's a dead rat. A little bit of holdover. Yeah, come on, down you come, fella. Yep, it fell down. See it thrashing there. Where have your two mates gone? Oh, there we go. Stand still. Hope that was enough holdover.
So here in the thermal, you can clearly see 3 dead rats. There's a background glow at the top of the grain from a couple of others, and you can see that streak of blood glowing white in the thermal as well. I spotted a rat just at the far end of this channel in the left-hand wall behind the pillar. Couldn't quite get a bead on it, and then another one appeared. So be rude not to. then this last one was probably very, very small. I could just see its eye, and I definitely overestimated the hold over here because I see the pellet strike the stonework in the background. There we have middle of the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead rats. There's at least one in the corner here just beyond the grain. There's one on the other side of these bales, and there's a few more in that crevice up there in the centre screen. So a successful 2 hours rat shooting with the HIKMICRO Alpex, and the Brinyte T28 torch was very effective in both 850mm and 940mm, so fantastic. Oh, and regarding the very, very loud background noise I had to dull down for this video, there was an extraordinary amount of rain that night, and at times I actually wished I had my earplugs with me to deaden it out, but it certainly cut out any noise I could have made that might disturb the rats. But at the end of the night, I filmed this for the farmer, so he knew one of his downpipes was leaking. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to keep an eye on the UK Night Vision forum for all that's new. And you'll see me and Bruce as well on the Airgun Forum Night Vision section. Lots more content to come very soon, including more on the PARD DS35. See you all soon. Cheers.